Yes. Okay, so welcome to PostgreSQL Database Administration course. As we have discussed already, like all we are database administrators, so working on different technologies. So coming to PostgreSQL, like this is also one of a RDBM based product. So here also our roles and responsibilities remain same, except the technologies or the architecture, the features are different. Right. So like just here as part of today's session, we'll see the introduction part. We'll see just what are the benefits of PostgreSQL, what are the different versions are available today in the market. And we have different flavors of PostgreSQL. Why? Because we know that it is a open source DBMS product, right? So we have different flavors are there, like different organizations are providing PostgreSQL, basically for critical applications with 24 by 7 support, similar to Oracle or Microsoft. Right. Uh, Today, like we have community edition is there, PostgreSQL community edition, which comes like a free open source product. But for critical applications, we know that even though in the community edition, we have support from the community, maximum they will respond if there is any issue, something, but there is no particular SLA, right? Like Oracle support or Microsoft support. So that's why we have like different organizations are there, especially we have like today EDB. So EDB is providing PostgreSQL with premium support with all the features, and they are competing and they are targeting to Oracle. But we know that Oracle is more powerful than Postgres. But yeah, uh, we have almost all very good features like similar to Oracle as well as MS SQL in PostgreSQL. Fine. This is here just a summary of like just what is PostgreSQL. Basically, same thing like our DBMS product. So works in both the platforms, Windows as well as Linux, as well as other platforms also. But today, if you see, most of the implementations, like 95% implementations are on Linux platform. Okay, so initially just for demo purpose, just one time we'll see how to install Postgres on Windows, but the throughout the course we'll work on Linux only. Okay, why? Because we need to support PostgreSQL on Linux platform. Right, right. Let's we start with. Yes, Pankaj. Yeah. I think the voice is clear, right, Praveen, Mahesh?
Yes, sir. Your voice is clear.
Yeah, 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 thank you. Pankaj has raised some hand or by mistake.
Mistake, sir. Mistake.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. Yeah, okay. One second. Fine. Check it like as part of module one, we'll see the introduction part to PostgreSQL. We'll see different features. As well as we'll discuss what are the different versions are there and mm, so what is the support or what is EOL, end of life for different versions of PostgreSQL. Right. Like We know that already. It is like similar to other RDBMS products. It is similar to other like Microsoft SQL or Oracle. It is all same, like it is also one of a powerful RDBMS product. So Postgres is a free and open source object relational database management system, ORDBMS. So we know that already, like Oracle from 8.0, I think it is object oriented. Our SQL also object oriented, object relational database model. RDBMS product, same thing. PostgreSQL is also ORDBMS. PostgreSQL begins like basically it was started. If we see the brief history, in 1986 around, with the name Postgres, which was like basically it was started initially as a research project in the University of California. So yeah, this is the main developer, Michael. Uh, yeah, we started with this project, Postgres project. Postgres is just in the summary we know already, like it is a cross-platform. Means like now the Postgres SQL is available, the software or product is available for various platforms. So we can run in what different operating
Sir,
systems. Yeah, yes.
sir, sorry to interrupt you. Sir, as I know that Mongo is also in a community version as we can, and there is an enterprise edition. Like that same you told that Postgres also communicated community version and enterprise edition. So if we are working on the Linux, so most of the features will like that enterprise edition will be more powerful than this, or it will have same feature as enterprise edition, same as
Yeah, correct. Same.
same. Okay,
That's
okay,
yeah, that's why directly from community open source we have community edition, but
okay,
with all the complete features we have like EDB Postgres, which is
okay,
like enterprise edition with all the features. Yeah,
okay,
with
sir.
premium support. Yes.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Anyhow, if it is a community edition, the product is free. Even in case of if you are taking from EDB also, the product is free. The only difference is what EDB provides the support,
Okay, okay,
premium
that's it.
support.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, right,
Thank you.
right. Yeah. So okay. So Postgres features like transactions with atoms means like all the ACID properties are supported. Like we know already, which is a basic requirement for any RDBMS product. As well as which supports the card rules similar to other RDBMS products. As well as we have concurrency control is it plus. We have like multi-version concurrency control is available, which is common, means where we can install the same Linux box or Windows box, we can have PostgreSQL with different versions, concurrency control option. Right. If you see the various versions of PostgreSQL, right now we are in major version 17. Current version is there, 17 major version release in the last month, February. Means like here we have generally see like they release the major version starts with 17.0 or 0, that common. It may be any major version dot 0. So later Postgres provides the minor versions with dot 1, dot 2, dot 3, which we can say like patch. Okay, like in Oracle we have OU patch. Here we have Microsoft, we have CU. So here we have patches. Actually, these are nothing but minor versions. Basically, remember major version is the remains similar to other RDBMS products. Minor version means patch. That's why, like as part of VA report, vulnerability assessment report, Like normally in the scan, they recommend that you need to apply this patch. Like for example, like we are using right now in the organization, Postgres 15 version. With initially it was deployed with 15.0, but right now the security team is asking to apply at least 15.9 or 15.10 to clear some of the vulnerabilities. But always best practice, we can deploy the latest patch. These are the patches we can see. That's why we'll see like how to deploy the patches, or we can say minor upgrade, as well as the common upgrades are there, which are major upgrades. Okay, so here's like very good the table we can understand. Like right now 17 is the latest version for Postgres. So we have like patch 4.4 patch is available, and we can see like various versions are there, 16, 15, 14. Like for 13s here, like for this year ending, we have EOL, end of life. So we will get the patches till this EOL. Later, like there are no patches compulsory, we need to upgrade to higher version. For 12, like already end of life was last year. Right now we don't have any patches. We'll see this how frequently the patches are released. We'll discuss that again. Normally, Postgres community is releasing patches quarterly, but we'll see the frequency of the patches and how we are deploying the patches. Okay, so right now we can say that at least we need to work with what Postgre 14, which we have almost all 2 years. The end of life we can see 2026. Right. We know that as a best practice, like as per the application's dependency, always will go with the latest version or stable version. Still 15 is very more stable version as per the community as well as from EDB. But for latest deployments, we can go with what 16 or 17, depends on the application compatibility. Right. For example, like even like I put the link, the same source link. Even if you click on these particular numbers like minor versions, it shows us what are the major changes are yeah, dispatch along with that minor version. Okay, so suppose if I go to like normally postgresql.org, which is our uh, yeah website for PostgreSQL organization, where we can have here the especially the community edition. So February 2025, like 17.4, just now we have seen. So as well as here parallelly, why? Because we have support for 14 also. So community is yeah providing the various patches. Means for each like 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so 13.20 like dot, yeah, this was released, but why? Because like it is expiring soon, so we are not preferring this 13 version. Okay, so we can see here, like we can download here, we can see the documentation is there, very clear documentation is there. We have like multiple like yeah, we can download the product for various platforms. So we can directly run the setup with the by using the yum repositories in case of Linux, but in case of Windows, we have exe files are there. We can download and we can install. But we know that today's deployments are not on Windows, mostly on Linux only. That's what we'll do. Just for basic startup purpose, we'll see how to install in Windows. Then next onwards, we'll continue with Linux only. So either we can install on like any Linux flavor we can use for practice purpose. Like RHEL, we can use 9 or latest one is the 9, as well as CentOS or Arch Linux. Any Linux we can use for practice purpose. Right. So we have very simple installation steps are there. Basically, if you want to install 10 is there, but still most of the organizations we are using RHEL9. Very simple commands are there where for practice purpose we can use these commands to directly install Postgresql. So after just installing the RPM something, we'll initialize the cluster. Here generally we'll call one instance as a just cluster. Why? Because instance here, PostgreSQL instance is a collection of schemas. Schemas are nothing but like our databases. So normally we are calling as a cluster. Cluster, nothing but group of schemas, nothing but one instance, PostgreSQL instance. These commands are there only for practice purpose in our personal laptops. Whereas in real time, we know that in the Linux box, like our system team will prepare the VM, they will share the details, Linux server. So in the Linux box, there is no internet, right? In real time. That's why we have to use for installation purpose, we need to use something called RPMs, which are like our, we can say MSI files in Windows or like exe files, something. So we have like RPMs are there. We can download the RPMs. We can place the RPMs into the Linux box. Then we can start installation. Normally,
Sir,
yeah. Yes,
sorry to interrupt.
yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
for this, for Oracle, we want root users and all. For MongoDB also, we want MongoDB root users. So for this also, we need to create users via from the root only, or we can install any of the user like that for
No,
permission.
no. First, what we'll do, we'll go to root. We'll install PostgreSQL. So we'll get
Okay.
automatically one user called Postgres. Like in Archil, we have Archil and Grid,
Okay.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So here also we'll get automatically one user called Postgres.
Okay, sir.
Okay, we can use that
And,
user.
and
Yeah.
that RPM will automatically give the permissions and all to that user, particular user, or we need to give like that permission by while
Uh,
installing the RPM and all.
yeah. Generally, we'll run the setup through root only.
Okay.
But for base directories, our data directories are like
Yes.
bin directories. We need to
We need to.
explicitly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay.
means after installation, generally what we'll do here, we'll do some initialization. Means initializing is nothing but like our DBCA. So means right.
Yes, sir.
So before initializing, we need to grant the respective permissions on the folders.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. We have already step-by-step document. Yeah, we'll go through that. Okay, so yeah. So normally, I think already Mahesh and Praveen also may have some basic Linux knowledge, but no need to worry. We'll go step by step only. Anyhow, recordings are there. So initially, some Linux commands, we need very basic commands. We are not Linux admins. We can go with that. There will be no issue. Normally today what we'll do, we have one prerequisite document, actually prerequisites document. So whenever we are requesting for a VM to our systems team, to go with the PostgreSQL installation. So in the same service request, we'll attach the prerequisites document. Anyhow, we'll see that document. So means what, like some of the settings, some of the configurations needs to be done at OS level. So our system team will do those configurations, and they will make the VM ready for us so that we can start the installation process. Like we'll ask which drives are required. Same thing here also. We'll ask one drive for data files, one drive for binaries, one drive for alert log or log files, like that. So that we'll see that what are the prerequisites, how we are requesting uh, uh, for a VM to start what PostgreSQL installation normally in the organization. Fine. That's why here's like free downloads are there. We can download here. But in your laptop, if you want to install, let's say directly in your Linux machine, we have internet is there. Directly we can download the RPMs. We can start installation by using these simple commands. First, I will show you this one. And you already have said we are not using this method in real time. That's why compulsory we have to download the RPMs from here. So yeah, depends on the Linux version. Yeah, we can download which version. It's still like 18 alpha is there actually, like testing version is there. That's why it is not listed over there. But 17 is the full-fledged version where we have 17.4. Fine, we come back here. That's why right now we have to work with what, at least expiring soon. We know that already, like our risk team will share the details to upgrade it. We need to upgrade it with the application compatibility. Fine, like very old versions are there, 9.08, some very old versions are there. Like basically started with 6.0 in 1997, first time officially they have launched or they have released with 6.0 version. After that, we have various versions are there. We can see here like a very good article is there. You can go through this link and you can see all the details. Even if you click here, you will get what options are, what are the new features are there in 17.3, 17.4 from this link. Right. Okay. So, but again, depends on the version. Again, we have different features are there. In 14, we have different features. 15 some additional, 16 some additional, 17 some additional. The easy way to identify what features are there in which version. Same thing, we can go to the same website or PostgreSQL website. Go to home. So here we have, okay, yeah, .org. If we see here, features matrix is there. What are the new features are there? Okay, in which version? We can check here in the features matrix. No need to by heart anything. For example, let's say they are showing like 13, 14, which are right now in the support. We can see here very easily what are the indexing options are there in which feature, what are the which version, what are the backup restore options are there in which version. Very clearly we have features matrix is there, very clear. For example, if you go to like indexing, see different version, what type of indexes are there, they are listed here. Very clear. if I go to replication, which is one of a high availability feature here, replication. So we have like a very clear list is there. This is a version, right? So different types of replication options. Logical. Basically, we'll see here like for high availability, we have replication option is there here, physical replication and logical replication. We'll discuss that. Anyhow, you can see this link, which is useful for us to identify different features. Right, right. Okay, move ahead. Yeah, just I have put here link to see the different features, okay, supported in different version. Okay, so generally here, see, like we have almost all the options are available for us for database administrators. Like we can schedule the backups here. Like backups, we can schedule here all logical backups as well as same physical backups are there, like our .bak file or rman backup in case of Oracle. In case of MS SQL, right? Export import is there. In Oracle, we have EXPTP. Same thing, we have all types of both the options are there here. Physical backups as well as what? Logical backups. We have like, see, why? Because as it is a open source product, right? So many different organizations like, yeah, different community people, they will add, right, their own features or additional features. Like we have so many tools are available for back, like rman is there in Oracle. Here we have some third party tool is there, means barman, backup and restore, bar, like that. So like we have all these are built-in tools, see, which we can see in the here, see, postgresql.org. All these options, all these features we can see in the community edition also, which are listed here. For example, here, see, they have not listed one tool called uh, barman, for example, which is a backup and restore tool for PostgreSQL. Almost all which has similar options of like rman. That's why already we have discussed like so many flavors are there for PostgreSQL, but today in the market, if you want to use PostgreSQL for critical applications, right, with enterprise edition, yeah, we are going with EDB Postgres. Today, one more competitor is there for Postgres, like Cockroach DB. Maybe you have heard about that. Like recently, for one of our project, these two options were explored, but already we are using Postgres, so that's why we are going with PostgreSQL. Okay, so yeah, it is saying enterprise grade Oracle compatible. It's like they are trying to target Oracle, but we know that Oracle is far away. But we have very good features here also, like even like Rack is there in Oracle, right? Like multi-master, something like here also we have uh, multiple primaries we can have here as part of high availability. They are saying similar to it is like a Rack in PostgreSQL. Based on open source PostgreSQL, advanced server to deploy modern solution for all types of workloads, they are saying. That's why like this is also freely downloadable. Only we have like we can have the license, like depends on like core based licensing, and different types of licensing models are there. core-based licensing. Plus today we are deploying PostgreSQL in the containers also, right? Like we have like
Sir, here it is also
various
here it is
container. Yeah.
here it is also
Sorry.
container pluggable databases like same as Oracle.
Yeah, no, not that. That is not saying like containers, like our system, right? Instead of VM, uh, we have containerization, right? With Kubernetes or
Okay.
that.
That
Yeah,
application.
that one. Yeah, correct. So instead of VM, we can deploy in the containers also, which are maintained with Kubernetes or some other products. Right, means available for VM, means for on-premises. The product is available for VM, virtual machines, like for on-premises. It is available for cloud, plus again available for containers. So we have different licensing model for containers. If you are deploying in the container, we have different licensing model. VM, different licensing model, and cloud like Amazon Web Services or Azure, we have different licensing model. Right. Yeah, they are just listings here like ADB. Officially, they are listing. So who are using this their product? Okay, different organization. They are showing some of the success stories where they have migrated from Oracle to PostgreSQL. Some of the clients. Why? Because we know like Oracle license cost is very huge. Like that's why some of the components, not all 100% Oracle to Postgres. Like some of the components, some of the applications, they can databases they can migrate. Sorry, yeah. Okay, so that's why. So here, like we have like various tools are there here, like PG dump, PG dump all, like same thing, EXPDP, like IMPDP, PG restore, like our import export we have. We have like PG base backup. These are like command line utilities we have to understand through which we can take back manually. We can take backup. We can do restore options as well as we can schedule like similar to Oracle. Here also we can schedule by creating a cron job. Okay, backups. Right. Okay. So we can see here like all the options are available very clearly in the matrix towards security. Here vacuum something is there like reindexing. Actually, our database index, rebuilding indexes, reorganizing indexes are there in SQL Server. We have stats are there in Oracle. Like here we have vacuuming process for indexing, re-indexing purpose, where we can schedule the job, same thing, update stats and re-indexing. Those are common maintenance activities, right? So here also the similar support is there through something called vacuum. uh, then we have like, yeah, we can write same thing, stored procedures, functions, everything that is for our developers. Okay. Yeah, here's a PGSQL, PL, right? Like in Oracle, we have PLSQL. Here, PL PGSQL is available for developing what? The routines like stored procedures, functions, triggers. Okay, PL PGSQL, which is a programming language for Postgres. Almost all, we can say 60% similar architecture is there, like Oracle. Still, it supports some extensions also. We can install extensions to improve the capabilities of Postgres. We'll see that means if some logic is not available in the PostgreSQL, we can use the custom extensions to improve that behavior of that particular options. We'll see that later. Then we have like various additional modules are there, like same thing like in Oracle, like DB link is there. In SQL Server we have link server option. Here also we have options are there. DB link option is there, okay, to establish link between the two PostgreSQL cluster. That's why remember, just terminology is what cluster means, not like our Oracle rack or something, instance basically. Okay, both SSL support is there plus IPsec support is there. That is common, and we know that different platforms.
Sir, SSL like that SSL encryption type.
Correct, yeah, same.
Yes. Okay.
Like well in the connection string. Yeah. Okay.
Sir,
Okay. Yes, Manish.
yeah, regarding this Postgre community edition and EDP with premium support, if in the real time organizations are going with community edition, if for example, then how the support will get?
No, correct. Yeah, in the community edition, yeah, like it's not premium support. We have like separate communities there where we can add ourselves. We'll see the link. So there we can post the questions. There is no SLA like, right? Why? Because it is not a premium free support. But maximum will get a response in 1 day like that, maximum. Okay, for community edition, yes. Okay, yeah, Praveen, I think it's clear, right? Just we are
Yes, sir.
discussing overview, yeah, overview only, just what
Yeah.
is what, yeah, okay,
Getting it.
fine. Basically, we need to discuss like more on high availability and yeah, troubleshooting, and we'll see that step by step. Here's like for different types of backups are there for recovery purpose. That is common. We'll see. But here we have for high availability, we have two major replication options are there here in PostgreSQL. One is physical replication. Second one is logical replication. Physical replication is there. Again, we have two types of replication. This is what physical replication first point. Yeah, physical replication replicate all databases present in the cluster. Means in one single instance, we have 10 schemas or 10 DBs. All the 10 DBs we are replicating as it is with the help of what physical replication. Like we can say it is like our always on, but always on also we can replicate all DBs, but we can choose the option is there. But here, whatever the DBs are there in a cluster, all the DBs we can replicate, we can maintain as it is copy in secondary node. Okay, or DR server with the help of what physical replication. In means as it is copy. Again, here we have log shipping is similar to our log shipping. Same physical standby in case of Oracle. So here we have streaming replication is there under physical replication. Like our log file to log file, like mirroring or always on. This is like log shipping where the logs are shipped and applied. Okay, this is like our streaming replication, which is like mirroring or always on in SQL Server. In Oracle, we have same ADG is there, like which is similar to our streaming replication here. Mostly today, instead of file-based replication, yeah, we are configuring with this option is streaming replication, okay, for the entire cluster to maintain as it is copy. This is compulsory today. Today we need to work with this option.
Sir, this
Yeah.
replication based on a file based means log shipping, like that archives is moving from one database
Correct,
after
correct,
that,
correct,
not like that
correct.
real golden gate, no?
Yeah, yeah, not like,
Okay,
yeah,
golden.
yeah,
Okay,
correct. No, no, Golden Gate is this one, replication.
okay,
This
okay,
is
sir.
like
Okay,
our ADG, active data guard,
okay,
like that. Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, here like we have uh, like archive logs or our transaction logs are there in SQL Server. Here we have wall files. Same concept is a write ahead logging, which is our transaction log file or archive log file. So in case of like file-based log shipping, here see wall senders, wall receivers are there. Like normally we'll see the directory architecture, wall files are there in PG wall, one subfolder, subdirectory. Those are like copied and sent to the secondary read-only replica. So which are applied periodically, similar to our log shipping, which is our uh, like log shipping method. Whereas like in case of uh, logic streaming replication, directly now the walls are read and immediately applied to the wall files. Means wall files we are not moving, like directly transactions are applied, similar to like our mirroring or always on. That's why this is similar to log shipping. This is similar to mirroring or always on in case of SQL Server. In Oracle also we have two similar options, right, Pankaj?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, same. So here also, but that's why like here some limitations are there already. We have seen all DBs are replicated, means total instance schemas, and some other restrictions are there which are common. The major version should be same to implement this replication, or lower to higher, that is common, right? 16 to 17 or same 16, 16. Right, anyhow, we'll see this practically, but today we have to work compulsory with what? Streaming replication. Normally, say like if you go with community edition, uh, streaming replication is supported, but uh, we don't have like some options like automatic failover. Okay, such type of options are not there. That's why we'll use some other tools like rep manager, replication manager, some extra tools we need to use if you are going with the community edition. This tool, what it will do, by using this, we can monitor replication. We can do failover. It supports automatic failover. Tomorrow, if primary node is down, rep manager, what it will do, replication manager, it will do failover. Like that, some additional plugins we need to use if it is a community edition. Right. Logical replication is there. Logical replication is like our like OGG. Here our replications options are there, right? In MS SQL, like snapshot replication, transactional replication, merge replication, where we can replicate only required objects from required databases between the servers. Like normally we can understand like a transactional replication. Okay. It's clear, Mahesh, just the differences we are discussing here,
Yes, sir.
just to get some idea. What are the
Clear.
options are there in Postgres and compared to our MS SQL? Praveen? Yeah,
Sir,
Yes, sir. Fine. Sir, one
yeah,
small thing. In
yeah,
SQL Server, we have the Windows clustering, right, as the server level
correct,
availability. So, do you have
correct,
any
correct.
availability like in server level in Postgres?
Server level, we have like, means actually this one, if you see streaming replication, streaming replication, we can use like similar to like a cluster only. Why? Because all the databases we are replicating either in a common storage or individual storage. Okay, like for configuring SQL Server, always on our SQL cluster, we are using Windows cluster. So here we no need of any OS level cluster options.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
uh,
Yeah.
in the SQL Server instance, we can keep multiple databases. But
Correct.
in the
Correct.
in this Postgre cluster instance, we can keep multiple schemas.
Correct. Multiple schemas, but only difference is it like in SQL Server, each database has its own transaction log file. But here, each schema has its own data files, but all the schemas in the cluster has only one log wall file, like Arc.
Okay.
Okay, wall file is schema level, not sorry, cluster level.
Okay.
Okay,
Sir.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
Sir, sir,
Yes, yes,
to
yes.
correlate with the SQL Server.
Hmm.
So in SQL Server, we are having the separate database, but in the
Correct.
Postgres, we are having the separate schema within the DB.
Correct, correct, correct. Yeah, same. Like Arkle, almost all. Like in Arkle, we are calling as DB in that schemas.
Okay.
Okay, so here also same. Like cluster, we can say like a database, Postgres cluster. In that we have schemas, but this schema has their own data files with something called table space, like file group is there here, and but single wall file means like common wall file.
That means
That
here
is a
the
common
database name.
that is
Yeah.
common MDF file, we can say.
No, no. MDF file is for each DB, right? MDF file is for each DB. Here, like we have just one second.
It is like archive logs, na?
Yeah, yeah, like correct. 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Like in Archive, we have archive log files. 1 second. Yeah, actually, like this week, Oracle EBS like ERP. We are going live tomorrow. So the various activities are going on. It is a almost a huge product. Previously, we are using ERP, Microsoft Dynamics, and some HR for you for HRMS. Now they are combining with Oracle EBS. Okay, so yeah, coming back. Yeah, architecture we'll see it will be very clear, but one point we have to understand here, we can have like multiple databases or schemas, but we have common WAL file for all the schemas. That is the reason he's saying we need to replicate all DBs with the help of this physical replication, which is common, right? Yes. Right. Yeah. Pankaj, something you're asking. Yeah,
No,
similar to our archive log files.
yes,
Yes.
yes, sir.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's we go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. This replication we know already. Logical replication is for objects like our normal replication, like OGG, for example. So logical replication, which allows to like publisher subscriber method. Right. Like just some terminologies are there. Like normally we can call as it is actually. But here just they are saying like table or index. We know that these are the RTPMS terminologies, row, columns. Data block is there in Oracle. Here we have page. In SQL also we are calling as a page. Uh, the data block is physical one. Page normally page is the logical one. Here also like a, we are calling as a buffer, which is the page which is there in the memory. Not required, just some terminologies are there. But if you see the limits are there, database size unlimited. I think in our SQL 512 beta PP something, but we have unlimited number of databases per cluster. Very huge. No need actually. Relations per database, nothing but tables per database, very huge. Means this we can see there in the Postgresql.org. No need to by heart. Relation size maximum one table size can be up to 32 terabytes CC. Generally for performance or optimization, not recommended. Only they want to target other RTPMS products, basically. Default block size is same, like 8 KB here also. Uh, Rows per table, almost all like limited by the number of tuples that can fit onto these many pages. Number of page, there is no row limit, but number of pages limit is there per table, but very huge actually. Columns per table, field size, maximum field size 1 GB. Let's see. Identifier length, like any like column name, table name, variable names, any identifier. Indexes per table, unlimited. Constrained by maximum relations per database. The number of already we know that indexes limit is not there in most of the, but depends on types of indexes. We have limit is there. So here also types of indexes we have limit is there. Columns per index, partitions like we can have we can define a partition here also. Can have 12 keys in the partition, maximum 12 columns. Right. So almost all we can see here, like almost all indirectly we can understand it also can support huge database sizes, PostgreSQL. Right. So basically, like if you want to install like PostgreSQL, we have here options are there. We can start with Community Edition, like ADB also we can install, which is download is free of cost only. So what we'll do, like better conclude the session here. Like just we have seen in the summary we have to understand here. Four important points we have to understand. First important point, PostgreSQL is a open source product which is available for different platforms. So especially we have community edition is there from the Postgres.org, which is available for everyone. But mostly like if you see in the banking industry or some where we have sensitive applications, right? Normally like security team, normally they will not allow community edition to sign off actually. So that's why like, but for basic applications still even in our organization for small scale applications, still we are using community edition. Right. Maybe in the year end external audit, not maybe in the not internal audit, in the external audit, maybe the external auditors may highlight this by community edition normally. So we can go with the enterprise edition also, but if we can support by ourselves, no issue. But some we can go with the enterprise edition also, but we don't know like why, because we can't take total responsibility on us. That's why in working environment, better always to insist management to go with the support, not at least premium, at least some level 2 or level 1 support at least. Right. Then second point here, like we have like so many tools are there, PostgreSQL tools are there, but normally PostgreSQL server means like for installation, basically we need to install the server, right? Plus we need to install the PG admin. Generally, we have like PSQL is there, PSQL, like our SQL plus, right? In case of Oracle to connect to the database and work with the commands. In SQL Server also we have SQL CMD, ISQL, right? OSQL options are there. So here we have PSQL, PostgreSQL, through which we can connect to the database. We can work with the database. Okay, once we install, we have PSQL, which is a command line utility. PG admin, okay, like our SQL developer or PLSQL developer in Oracle. In our SQL Server, SSMS. Okay, same tool is available here, graphical tool, PG admin. Okay, we can use the PG admin through which we can connect and work with Postgres. Okay. Second point. Third point we have seen Postgres supports like two main types of replication options. Physical replication. Sorry, I think some network was, yeah. Third point we have seen like Postgres supports replication for high availability, physical replication and logical replication. In case of physical replication, where we can maintain as it is copy of the cluster in different site or different server, right? So whereas logical replication is object-based replication, where we can replicate the required objects. Physical replication, we have seen file-based replication is there, like log shipping, plus streaming replication is there, which is similar to always on or mirroring in case of SQL Server. Right. Then last point, yeah, we can discuss like current version is 17 version, but we have support from 13 onwards. We can work with what different versions. The EDB is the one, like EDB Postgres is the one where which we are using for critical applications with enterprise licensing model. Okay, so these are like 4 main points are there as part of today's session. We'll conclude the session here. Tomorrow we'll see in our next session. Just I will show you one time only. We'll see how to install Postgres on Windows. But then we'll forget on Windows. We'll go with Linux for all the other installations, all the features discussion. Okay, so you can download like Arch Linux or Red Hat Linux or CentOS is also fine for practice purpose. So where we can install PostgreSQL, we can start configurations, we can work with. Before installing on Linux, first we'll see the directory architecture, we'll see what are the different directories are there, where is the wall file, where are the data files, where is the alert log file. Like alert log file is like our error log file. This directory architecture we'll see. After that, we'll see PostgreSQL architecture. What are the various background processes are there, which is very, very important for us. Fine, Mahesh, Pankaj, Praveen, any questions are there?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, sure,
Yes, sir.
sure, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go step by step. No need to worry. Yeah, so we need only basic Linux commands, so we can use those commands, no problem. And you have document, and Pankaj also may have document. If you want, you can practice those Linux commands.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
right. Right then, thank you very much. Then we'll continue tomorrow.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, I will share the recorded session link in the same WhatsApp group. Okay. Right.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah.